All right, so drum roll, please. This is LinP's vision statement for the future. It is to bring practical solutions to individuals who want to make positive change through living a life of ultimate and divine peace. Hello, you guys, and welcome to Laraddiji's LinP. Thank you for clicking. Esheo. I'm a Nigerian-American lifestyle vlogger who loves living a peaceful life, and I love talking about situations we might find ourselves in that need peaceful endings. It's February's LinP episode, or the Living in Peace section of my channel, where I do talk about peaceful living in this chaotic and dramatic world, how I see it and how I live it. This section is the main section of my channel. If you are about living a peaceful life as well, then this channel is definitely for you. In this video, I'll be talking about vision and our future vision, what we think they should be, and actually what they should be under the umbrella of living a peaceful life. If you are already subscribed to this channel, then you are a very important part of this show's family, and you are humbly welcome back to Laraddiji's LinP. And if you're new here and would love to join us LinPers, then do subscribe on your laptop and on your desktop by hovering over the heart in the right lower corner and click the subscribe button. On your phones, just click the subscribe button. Do check out the other sections of Laraddiji as you are inspired to do so after watching this video. So back to today's topic, vision and future vision, and how it can help us live a peaceful life. Living a peaceful life is sort of tied to having a healthy overall outlook on life. So one must be sound physically and spiritually, and in general, like an all-round wellness. It might seem unattainable at first, but it sure is achievable. Vision is the ability to see something physical while imagining something theoretically into the future, or in other words, it is the ability to think about or plan the future with imagination or wisdom. Another definition of wisdom is the state of being able to see with our eyes. So let's start with how our vision develops when we are born. At birth, babies are nearsighted actually, and objects in the distance are blurred. Parents' faces are seen first because, they usually get close to the baby. And as they grow older, their vision begins to get more coordinated and clearer, with more clarity. By 3 months old, babies can follow moving objects, and by 5 months, they are able to judge depth of field, how far something is, regarding objects around them. By 1 to 2 years of age, hand-eye coordination should be well developed. By 6 years of age, 20/20 vision is usually attained. I tell you guys this because I'm a nurse practitioner, so of course I have to give you background on vision. So of course, with the year we just entered and the decade we just started, year 2020, all I've been hearing and watching is this is the year of 2020 vision, this is the year of clarity, this is the year of overall success. Wouldn't you think so as well? And then my LinP mind started thinking, if it takes a child about 6 years to develop his physical vision, then year 2020 can't be a year of clarity if you haven't put in the time and the work yet. So if you know this might be you, let 2020 be a year of sowing good seeds that will bring in a good harvest, at the end of the day. So let's talk about 10 ways we can start developing our vision so that we can eventually attain that 2020 vision. Spiritually, our vision in this year and throughout this decade should be about getting closer to God more in this new year. That is actually my number one goal for this new year. At the end of living a peaceful life, my goal at the end of the day is for my spirit to live on eternally at the bosom of the Almighty. That should be the goal of every believer, every believer of Christ. Physiologically, our vision in this year and throughout this decade should be to work on being physically fit. If you haven't already been doing so, this is my second top goal for this year. My fitness journey is 5 years overdue, so we will definitely be snatching some muscles back this year, God willing. When your physical is getting fit, your spirituality will catch up, and vice versa. Psychologically, our vision in this year and throughout this decade should be to avoid putting garbage into people's lives by avoiding gossip, mental stealing, envy, greed, unforgiveness, unrepentance. Basically, you want to protect your mind, staying away from anything and everything that can corrupt it through your senses. Another thing about our psychological vision this year is to avoid putting garbage into our minds, in addition to avoiding putting garbage in other people's minds. Emotionally, our vision in this decade should be to have a healthy balance between our times of sadness and our times of happiness. It's not all the time we are naturally happy. I can attest to that. When those sad times come, do it for a moment and then rejoice so that the happy times can come as well. Also, our emotions should not get the best of us this year. So that's another goal of mine. I'm not going to let my emotions get the best of me. And I think it did a little bit in the beginning of February, but I'm back to a good state. The fifth thing I'm going to talk about is our academics. Our vision in this year and throughout this decade should be to be the best we can while striving not to give up on our dreams. The people of today want to be successful with lots of money in their bank accounts as a measure, and they forget that true wealth comes from a lot of hard work and grit. It doesn't come overnight. A lot of sacrifice of energy, of time, and of comfort is going to be needed. So be ready to give that and be ready to sacrifice this year. Relationshipally, yes, I made it up. In our relationships, our vision in this year and throughout this decade should be to strengthen relationships that might have been broken from previous years and help each other out more. Talking about partners, help each other out more. Take care of your partner, okay? Let your partner be a number one goal and priority in your relationship, and vice versa. So that way, both of you and the family can be taken care of. Take inventory of your relationship and work on areas where you feel need resuscitation. Relationships have many departments, and if a department is lacking, please provide the necessary equipment needed. Parentally, our vision in this year and throughout this decade should be to start saving for our kids' future. This is one part of parenting that I'm just going to chip into, all right, for the vision and 2020 clarity. Start saving for your kids. Give them more of your time now. I love seeing fathers spend time with their children because kids will learn from that interaction. Ultimately, they learn stability, they learn inner strength, they learn how to balance struggles, they learn how to overcome adversities. And please save money for your kids' college. I can't say that enough. And if they don't go to college eventually, use it to buy properties in their names so that at the end of the day, they have something to claim to after we are all gone. Parents. So fathers, be more involved in being present with your children. Don't just go to work, and you don't get to see your kids, or you only see them one day a week. Invest your time in them now as they're growing up. They're not going to be magically strong in life if you haven't put in the time now. They're not going to be magically emotionally balanced if you don't put your time in now. So please invest your time in your children so that they can be useful in the community in general, positively. Economically, our vision in this year and throughout this decade should be to encourage our youth to be more involved in the things relating to the economy. They need to contribute to the survival of the community at the grassroots level, which can ultimately affect a whole nation on a larger scale. Also, lies, bribery, and corruption should be avoided to allow for true and noble increase economically. Don't pay for fast food McDonald's menu and expect gourmet 3-course meals. Economically, let's do what's right. Professionally, our vision in this year and throughout this decade should be to continue to work hard and work smart in the hopes that others will do the same for our dreams and aspirations when the tables have turned around in our favor. I've recently learned to treat others' business like my business so that when it's my turn to be a business owner, others will do the same for mine. Lately, I'm sure I'm a victim like every other person that's, I'm going to work. I have to go to work. I have to, go to work so I can get paid, so I can take care of bills. But I've recently learned to change my attitude, be happy when you're going to work. And you see that there's a big difference when you change just the way you think about going to work. When you're positive about where you're going to work, even if it's even if you think it's the dirtiest job you're doing, when you're happy and you put in a little bit of smile in what you're doing, trust me, the outlook of that day is going to be so different. Technologically, our vision in this year and throughout this decade and the many more years to come, hopefully, what we should be doing is to use whatever technological advancements there are to our advantage. Keep your technological antenna on at all times. All right? There might be something coming out that will help your business to flourish even faster. The people are always coming up with better technology to make things better and faster. So always keep your technological antenna on. It actually took me a long time to figure out that people could use Instagram and YouTube to help further their business. So there you go. All right, so drum roll, please. This is LinP's vision statement for the future. It is to bring practical solutions to individuals who want to make positive change through living a life of ultimate and divine peace. Thank you very much for watching this episode with me. God willing, we are on this earth for an average of 75 to 80 years. Let's not waste any of that precious time on matters that don't help us positively in some way. You have a decision to make. If not now, maybe later. The ball of your vision is in your court today. Ask questions if you have any. Don't hesitate to leave a comment as well. You can like this video by giving us a thumbs up so that I can make more of them. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Laraddiji. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the many more sizzling topics to come by hovering over the red hearts on the lower right corner and click the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bell is activated as well to automatically be notified of new uploads from me. Please, let's love our neighbors as ourselves, and remember to rest in peace. We all need to be living in peace. Stay blessed. Bye-bye. You'll see me in my next one. You see me in my next one. See me in my next one. You'll see me in my next one.